Alright, so I have b squared minus 9. From yesterday, I told you guys the first thing you need to do is try to figure out if your numbers have anything in common. These don't have anything in common right now, so we're not going to factor anything out. Is there something, though, that you can square and get b squared and then square and get 9? 3, okay. And what do you square to get b squared? B. Okay. So keep that in your brain. And you can think of this as b squared plus 0b minus 9. And he said 3. What's your name? Justin. Okay, Justin said 3. So, Joseph. Your name is now Justin. So, you have 9. And Joseph said it was 3. I need those 3's to add up to 0. How do you get them to add up to 0? Subtract. So you have 1 positive 1 and 1 negative 1, right? So I have b plus 3, b minus 3. You don't have to do factor by grouping. You don't have to do the box. You don't have to do any of that with these. It's that straightforward. If you want to go through factor by grouping, you want to do the box, that's fine. It's a lot more work than you need to do, though. Okay? So if you have a problem that looks like this, we're just going to take b squared minus 9. It's going to break down into a plus b, a minus b. That's what it's going to break down into all the time. Okay, number 2. I got 4x squared plus 20x plus 25. Do those 3 numbers or terms have anything in common? Can I take anything out of those that's in all 3 of them? 2? Does 2 go into 25 even? Okay, so we're not going to take 2 out. So there's nothing we can take out. So the next thing we're going to look at. Can we square something and get 4? Okay, can I square something and get 25? Okay, what's 2 times 5? What happens when you double 10? What do you get? There's your middle term. That's what you have to think about when you do this. And I'll write down just like I did for that other one. So you told me you have 2. You square that to get 4. You square x to get x squared. And we square 5 to get 25. Squared. Yeah. So this is going to break down into a plus b squared. So far, so good. Okay, we know how to do all this, I hope. Number 3. I have v squared minus 6v plus 9. So now I want 2 numbers that multiply to 9 and add up to negative 6. Negative 3, okay? So negative 3 times negative 3 gives me 9. What's negative 3 minus 3? So there's your term again. Okay? So v minus 3 squared. Okay, let's get on to number 7. I have 64x squared plus 144x plus 81. 64, 144, and 81. Do they have anything in common? No? Okay. Then we check to see. 64. Can I square something and get 64? Okay, can I square something and get 81? No. You got 8 and 9. Okay, you got 8 and 9. What is 8 times 9? 72, and then you double it. 144, and I wrote that down wrong. It'll be alright. Okay, so we know we have 8 and 9. So I have 8x plus 9 squared. Okay? It's pretty straightforward, I hope. Do we have questions so far? No? Yeah?
What about the 81?
What about it?
I don't know, shouldn't it be put in somewhere? Because I feel like we did something to 64 and then the 144, but I don't remember anything getting done to 81. Like we squared 64.
We squared 8 to get 64.
Yeah.
We squared 9 to get 81.
Okay, I'm in the 144. Like what?
Okay, what's 8 times 9? It's 8 times 9. Starts with a 7.
72.
72. Okay. What's 72 times 2? 144. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're going to go A times B. Okay, we're going to say this is A, that's B. Okay. We're going to multiply it by 2, and that should give you your middle term. So if this was like 123, this wouldn't work. Okay? That middle term's got to match up to this stuff over here. Let's look at number 8. I got 4x squared plus 8x plus 4. Anything in common there? Alright, so we'll take out a 4. I'm left with x squared plus 2x plus 1. Can you square something and get x? And what's understood to be right in front of that x? 1. Okay. And then what do you square and get 1? What's 1 times 1? Times 2. So it worked. So it'll break down to x plus 1. 4 times x plus 1 squared.